pair of unanswered goals and are back to within one.
And the Falcons thus far 0 for 5 on a man advantage, and they get their 6th attempt.
So out behind the net and bringing it out here is Kevin Ludwig, working it up ice into the far side. Muley, as he dumps it into the Bears' end, then gets taken down off of the play. Dean Ty wraps it around the boards off onto the near side wing. Held in on the point by Brodsnik, and trying to center it here from the near side corner. Set up by Manowski, and now Laringale will clear it down the length of the ice. 1:30 remaining here in the man ad as the Falcons come back to reload once again. Ludwig working it out from behind his own net. Ludwig moving it up onto the far side wing as they moved it to the blue line. Savola had it poke checked away and sent back to neutral ice. Now brought back in. Here's Sanborn. Sanborn working high on the face-off circle. Sanborn to the right side of it now. The wraparound shot by Muley is fired wide. Out of the near side wing, Savola down to the baseboards, and picked up, brought back out to the point. Muley could not hold it there, and then squares off with Cleansing as the puck goes the length of the rink, and we've got a roughing call. And it's going to go on Mike Muley.
Yeah, and Cleansing, wise decision there.
22 blue, roughing.
Well, Cleansing drew that penalty. And it kills off the power play, and Eagle River 0-4-6. Kind of a foolish penalty by Muley, Mike.
Well, in situations like that, Dave, we've seen where Cleansing has retaliated and made it a matching minor. In this case, a wise decision. He saw him just back off completely.
Well, he knew that he was going to take them off of, and you certainly would not want to put your team down. Well, it would have been matching minor, so it would have stayed 5-on-4.
Right. This will be 4-on-4 hockey for 55 seconds. Then the Bears will come out with a 1:05 power play.
So the face-off back in the Falcons' end. Larry Snedden is on to take the draw, won by Pudianovich. And Poo left it on the sideboards here to the near side wing, and it'll be cleared out of the zone. Fond du Lac has to come back and regroup. Now Dean Dianovich shoots this one in. Runs the rail. Down the corner here to the near side. Sheeta goes down to play it. Snedden dropped it back for Volte. Off onto the far side wing, and Manny will bring it out. Here's Greg Manny coming in on right wing, and Dean Dianovich with a nice defensive play took it away. And Pudianovich leaves it back for Cheetah. Cheetah coming in here on left wing. Snedden trying to ride him off. Cheetah tried to play it to the near wing, broken up by Dalbeck, and the Falcons will bring it back out. 18 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. Dalbeck. As they come in now, here is Manny, tees one up, that one off of the skate, and into the far side corner. Cheetah pins his man up against the boards. Dianovich trying to come in to take the puck, and the Bears are about to go on the power play here as they go back to skating 5 and go on the PP. Here's Dianovich circling back into his own end of the rink, and Fond du Lac trying to get a line change on here as well. Dianovich now shoots it ahead for Pavelio, coming in on left wing, and Scotty Pavelio down into the far side corner, just finally getting the full line out there now, and it is picked away from Manowski. And Fond du Lac goes back to reload here with 40 seconds now remaining in the man ad. Back down into the Falcons' end, and back to retrieve it goes Lagus. Lagus, as he lost it in the corner, now set up by Pavelio. Pavelio from Manowski back out to the point. Ryuta tees it up there, his drive fired wide. Back out to Laringale at the point. Down to Paulie Coleman. 24 seconds remaining in the man ad. Loose puck and played back down into the corner. Pavelio goes into control, sends it off into the far side wing with 15 seconds left in the man advantage. And into the far side corner. Ludwig tried to set it up there. They brought it back out to the point. Ryuta could not hold. That will probably kill off the power play.
As we're down to 4 seconds now. The Falcons about to go back to full strength, and they do.
And Bellman now shoots it back in, knocked down by Bodenstein. Laringale comes around to play it. Laringale now looking to work it out. Picked off on the blue line by Muley. And just coming out of the penalty box, now Ryuta clears it back to neutral ice. Brodsnik now dumped it back down into the far corner. Cleared back out to neutral ice by Laringale. And Tony Bellman will go back here for the Falcons. Bellman off onto the far side wing as Lindbergh could not play it. Now Dianovich does. Bears really stalling for some time here. 5:59 remaining in regulation play. And moving it up ice, they come out ahead to Steve Schramm. Walking into the slot with a backhanded shot knocked down by Turney. And Eagle will try to clear it out. Dumped back in once again by Dejanovich. Delayed on the offsides. Played back to the near side wing. Paulie Coleman is there. Here's Dejanovich now on the far side. Dejanovich played it up ahead and broken up by Dalbeck. Get an offsides call here on Fond du Lac.
Clock rolls down to 5:31 left in regulation play. A 3-2 hockey game now. The Bears get 3 unanswered goals to start the game. The Falcons have answered with 2 straight goals.
And Fond du Lac trying to hold on here now to get the first win of a doubleheader weekend. They really need both games in the win column here. And shot back in now by Laringale, knocked down by Turney, and now crashing was John Klinzing. Crash Klinzing. Didn't we used to call him that?
That'd be a good name for him. Turney with his 6th save of the period. Martin Bodenstein with 8.
Forces a face-off back in the Falcon end. And Greg Cheetah will take the draw. Dean Ty and Mike Laringale are back on the blue line. And they left it in the face-off circle, picked up by Klinzing, sends it towards Turney. He steered it out behind. Klinzing now dumps it into the far corner. Has picked up now, Klinzing has once again, played it back out to the point. Laringale teed it up there. His drive sticked out by Turney. And the puck picked up here by Greg Manny for Eagle River. Out of the far side wing is Sneddon taken down by Laringale. Never got a chance to play it. And it is picked up, however, by Reeder. Reeder, as he goes down into the far corner, and now Manny looks to bring it out. Manny on the far side wing. Out ahead for Gary Dalbeck. They overlead on the pass with 4:40 remaining, and it is steered into the near corner now by Dean Ty. Puck loose along the near side wing, and the Bears bring it back out once again. Played off onto the far side by Volte, and is shot back into the Falcon end with 4:28 left. So the Falcons back to regroup once again, and looking to come out with it is Dalbeck as they shoot it out ahead. Out of the far side wing, and trying to chase it down is Lagus. Lagus had it taken away by Mark Grebe. Off onto the near side, centering pass broken up, and Mastakis centering pass on the doorstep was Lagus and could not play it. Picked up off behind by Barry Ryuta. 4 minutes now remaining in regulation play. 3-2 score. Sent in. Loose puck in the face-off circle. Clearing it out was Manowski. Back down into the Falcon end. Paulie Coleman goes down to play it. He's taken
penalty.
out.
Penalty on Coleman.
Penalty.
Yep.
Going to be on Coleman?
Yep.
Well, I don't know what he did to get that penalty. A little square off on in front of the Falcon bench here now. Coming right off of the bench is Kevin Ludwig to go after Coleman. Ludwig came right out of the door and immediately went after Coleman.
Right.
Well, yep, you're right.
Yep. Well, Coleman may have taken somebody along with him.
Well, I would think that Ludwig would be going here, but...
Look how many people are there. It's like a confrontation there.
So they're going to try and figure this all out.
And Coleman was always very adept at doing that, and taking somebody along when he went.
Well, he went back and kind of baited the Eagle. Of course, as he came up the boards here to the near side, a couple of the Falcons reached out and gave him a couple of little jabs and what have you. Then Paulie skated right back in front of the bench once again, and all of a sudden Ludwig came out the door. So I would think that Ludwig is going to go.
Coleman, I'm sure, is going to go.
Paulie Coleman on the initial penalty.
Well, we'll find out here momentarily.
And Captain Pete Manowski out to find out what exactly is going to happen.
Got 9 whites. Got 2 minutes for interference. Call it hooking. Call it hooking. Same thing. Call it hooking because I'm going to call bench minor for interference.
Well,
And blue bench minor for interfering with the player. 5-on-5, nothing on the clock.
So we wind up with basically with matching minors. I can't believe that no one could pick up that number 6 as he came off of the bench, Mike. Ludwig should be going, but he's not going to.
No, he got away with one there, but
at the same time, I don't think that the Falcon coaching staff is going to put him out on the ice at this time.
But after the initial hooking penalty that they're going to give Coleman, give credit to him. He made it. He got the match on it to keep the Bears away from going a man down.
Face-off will be just outside the Falcon end.
So we're still 5-on-5 hockey. 3:37 left in regulation play.
3-2 score as Chris Lindberg will take the draw here for Fond du Lac. And Snedden will come in for the Falcons. Snedden, I don't know what he's looking up in the stands. It's something, I don't know what that's all about. And Lindberg just took Snedden down with a punch from behind and got away with it. So, puck played here to the near side wing. Mulry holding it down low and leaves it out behind him. Lindberg now into the fire, into the near corner. He goes down. Vorajnik will clear it out. Vorajnik here on the stick handle, moving it up ice for the Falcons out of the far side. Winging is Greg Manny. Manny, as he walks it off in behind the goal cage, trying to come around with a stuff shot. The play broken up. Puck left into the near side corner. Lindberg now is going to clear it out and ice it. So an icing call here on the Fond du Lac Bears with exactly 3 minutes remaining in regulation play.
Who did they put the box down below there for? Falcons.
Good question. It could be Jim Patton. I got two guys sitting down here. I got Jason Bolte sitting in the bench and the box, as well as Patton. I'm really not sure who's serving the penalty, Mike.
Okay.
Neither one of them are players that
Are impact
would figure in the game. No.
Right. Although Bolte does have a goal in this game.
That's the wrong one. That's Eric Bolte. And it's Jason Bolte.
Oh, they have two of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jason Bolte is the one who's sitting. But I couldn't tell you which one is actually serving it. Looks like they're just keeping each other company. So to the far side wing, puck is cleared back out to neutral ice. Bears just back checking right now, really not looking for anything. And as we come down the waning moments here, if Eagle River does not tie it up, of course, look for them to pull tourney. As Cleansing now. Cleansing tripped up, no call on it. Manny took him down. Loose puck into the near corner. Reeder sweeps it around the boards up onto the far side wing as Greg Manny is there. Manny with a headman pass trying to hit Snedden, and they were not on the same page on that one. Larengel now plays it back to the far wing. Left it there. Here's Ludwig, who caused the entire problem, and he's back out on the ice right away. Back out to Reeder. Reeder holding the point as he dumps it back down into the near corner with 2:09 remaining here in regulation play. Snedden setting it up here for Muley. Muley as he stick handled it out towards the face-off circle, had it poke checked away. Cleansing now clears it out of the far side wing. Bolte going back to retrieve it here for the Falcons. Bolte as they work it out ahead out of the near side and moving it up comes Savola. Savola had it poke checked away. It's going to be sent in here on Turney. He steers it aside, and back to get is Bob Heil. Heil on the near side here now for Bolte, and poked away there by Jesse Weiss. Weiss pinned up into the near side corner. The Falcons look to bring it out, and they will. As moving it up ice into the far side. Out ahead they come is Heil, and Muley could not play it in over the blue line. 1:22 now remaining in regulation play. Falcons trying to rest that number 1 unit of Manny, Dahlbeck, and Snedden to give them one last rush here yet. So, moving it up here to the far side, and Lindberg took the puck away. Lindberg circling back to his own end of the rink, and then lost it, leaves it outside the zone, however. Delayed offsides. 1 minute now remaining in regulation play as the Bears in control. As it is swept from Ryuta down to Grebe. Grebe moving it back out to neutral ice, and here's Lindberg. Chris Lindberg back into the Falcon end. Lindberg